Well, it's a few minutes to the PFEU hunt. Just gonna shoot a few snow drakes. If I don't get in, I'll just use my own ammo. But so hopefully you get in. Let me put a few partials in there. I like to use my partials up before I use my full ones. That's a 7. That's pretty good. That's an 8. Alright, so we look to be good. Kill a few drakes. Meantime, it was really a strange day hunting earlier today and last night. I went about 800 peds with 0 globals. I went through Screechers. I did a lot of the Brontes, or however you. Yeah, I should not even try to correct my pronunciation. It's just terrible. So I cycled about 800 peds with no global, and then I hit a 244 ped Drake. I think I was down about 150 peds when I hit the Drake. So, but it was just really weird. Like typically, I get usually average one global per daily. Like although boar sometimes I get 2. Usually I think more frequently I get. Well, it's been really weird though. I haven't hit any globals on boars recently. I don't know why. It's been a while. But yeah, it was pretty weird. I almost never cycle 800 peds with no global. That was like, and then go down 250 peds and then, or no, sorry, go down 150 peds and hit a 244. That was really bizarre. But hey, it's working. However it works. Crafting has gone to hell for me. So I've been crafting EP, and my EP is just. I think my belief is that my returns are poor on EP because my skill gain is poor. So what I'm hoping is, because I think the different craftings are essentially different looters. So my hope is to play into another crafting to hope to boost mechanical, kind of play into a different looter. So I think it works. If I cross train into a different looter that's advancing, because the main skill is advancing my returns, should hopefully be okay. Meanwhile, I will push up skills which relate to mechanical and get my returns of mechanical out of the toilet. So that's the theory. It relates to me selling all this welding wire though, because that was from a long time ago. And I had crafted like over 200 peds and it was selling really well. And then just suddenly like welding wire just went to like 120, which is just like, it's like, I don't know how to describe 120. Because I haven't done the calculations in a while, but it's like you're definitely losing ped at 120% because the problem is that your base. Oh my gosh, I'm not even paying attention. This is what happens when I don't pay attention. I didn't even back up enough, and then but at 120, you're definitely losing. And a lot of it is related to it's a limited blueprint. So what happens is it gets burned. Oh, I don't have armor on. Oh my goodness. It's a limited blueprint, so you are burning the blueprint as you go, which is bad. Well, it is bad. I mean, that's why welding wire is so expensive, because you've got two factors. You've got sweat, which is not cheap. It's like I believe like 20 sweat. So essentially, each attempt of welding wire, your base is 13, well, the ores are 12. So the ores are 12. You got the blueprint that takes it to 13, and then you're basically using 3 peck of sweat. So your base is 15 peck per attempt, and your minimum hit is 12. So it's welding wire is a pretty, and then you've got Listrium, has a little bit of markup, Aspera, a little bit. I mean, it's pretty low, but terrible thing is you got alt at like 108 or something, 109. I haven't checked for a while, but it's just just not good. Well, it's one of those crafts that's just strange. I think I don't know. I have a I like start off absolutely hating welding wire crafting, and then it's like I started to kind of like over time have a lot of respect for it. Not that I was like making ped, but I felt like it was benefited me. Like all the cross skilling, and it's well, I mean it's kind of weird because instead of making ped off your sweat, you're turning it into MU with a craft. The one thing that's a little not nice about welding wire as a craft is there's no blueprints that drop from it at all, to my knowledge. So you're not going to get any recycles. Um, but my theory is I'm going to craft the welding wire. It's hopefully going to, because I believe it's a metal, so it's going to push up so it's going to be on a separate looter than my mechanical, but it's going to share skills with my mechanical. So essentially, I'm not advancing the amount of pet I've cycled in my mechanical, but I'm advancing the looter level, advancing the percent, and then theoretically, it will unmessify my mechanical. The other thing I could just do is camp on Monria for a bit. I hate going to Monria. Sorry to those who love Monria, but I just get really bored very fast. So I just dread it. I kind of like it if it was like one of those things. If it was like an instance, where I could just be on like next island, like, oh yeah, Monterey is an instance here, and I could be there. But it's like I have to actually spend my time to fly to Monterey, and then I get bored pretty quick, so I have to then spend my time in Ped to fly away from Monterey. It just doesn't keep my attention. But it's a shame because it has the best. I would say it's the best crafting daily in the game. I mean, there are other dailies that are. I mean, if you're wanting mechanical, I mean, the next island is amazing for tailoring, but I'm not super interested in tailoring because even if I got the skill high, I don't have like, well, I don't think I'll be good at it because I don't really have a sense of color, style, so I don't think I would make clothes that people would want. So it doesn't make sense for me to even learn tailoring because it's just not. Well, I mean, it's good to get a little bit of skills for me. So if I could find a good blueprint, I could grind a little bit for some skills. Maybe I would do some of that. But like the actual, maybe textures could be good. I could like learn to do some texture blueprints. I mean, obviously, and that's just more like studying the textures that people want, and that's something that's not really like hey, if people really like this texture blueprint and they buy it, then I can make some of it, but that's not really a stylish. Well, I mean, it's style in that people like it, but it's math in that it's just looking at the numbers, doesn't make sense. Does it not make sense based on the numbers? So yeah, I should do some. I should not discount. I've really started to love these. Sorry, I should not change topic mid-sentence. But yeah, I shouldn't discount tailoring. I should just find something that is a little bit grindy, especially with all this. I wonder if there's some of these crystals that are not really utilized in the next island. I could like maybe craft into some sort of tailory thing that would be not bad. Something like a perlite, especially because my perlite has not been selling, which is very disappointing. Maybe I should just start crafting my own perlite texture, because my most recent perlite I put on the market is like at 102%. I think that's what it's going to end at. The one before didn't sell at all. I had it at a buyout or starting bid of like 106, buyout at 108. I thought it was very reasonable, but maybe there's just no demand right now. So maybe I'll just craft my own perlite. I don't know, texture. Maybe that would be good XP for me. It's not too much ped, maybe. But oh, I was gonna say I've started to really like efficiency enhancers. So I'd kind of like originally like thought like, oh, I spent all this extra ped on my justifier and I don't even use the enhancers. But now that I'm getting to this point where like I'm like taking on drakes and stuff, um, um, it's nice. It lowers my costs on the daily because I'm getting crits, but I'm also like taking less armor damage. So I've been for a while. I've just doing tier 1, and actually I've split it up. I put some my lowly my lowly dagger luckily has tier 1, so I have some in my lowly. My justifier came at tier 3. I could actually advance it to tier 4, but I don't know if I want to that much. I don't know if it's worth the ped for me, but I was testing with one efficiency enhancer. I did eco enhancer, see, and I just felt like it was it's too expensive, and the MU is too high, and when it broke, it just like I'm pretty sure I lost ped. Like I'm not real sure like if I'm making ped on like well, I think I'm definitely saving ped, and I think a lot of like the efficiency enhance or the what's it called, accuracy enhancer. Sorry, these are accuracy enhancers. I think a lot of the accuracy enhancer, I decided like I'm not real sure like well because it lowers my cost of the daily, thus it increases the amount of the reward as a percent of the daily. But the other factor is that by getting more crits, I'm taking less damage to my armor, and that was like the point at which I just realized that this is definitely worth it. Like I'm not real sure if solely on decreasing the cost of daily and increasing the ped reward, essentially like you do enough dailies, you're essentially getting a daily for free, daily reward for free. I'm not real sure if it's good on that, but I decided that it's this has helped saving me enough armor issue, armor decay, so it's saving me costs. So cost savings is making ped, that I'm pretty sure that the the accuracy enhancers are paying off for me with the crits and all. So moment of truth, if we win for the hunt, in any case, it's fine either way. We'll have fun with our own ped if we don't win. Did they roll the numbers? Are we up? Oh wow. Oh no, they didn't roll yet. We're debating the fair or unfair of should I even, I don't know if I should be going after another one because We'll do one more. Seems to be a little hold up in the draw. Uno más. No, I should. Oh. I was looking in the wrong place. That's the winners? Oh. I guess they drew that a long time ago. Oh man. I just feel going. I didn't know they drew it. Oh man. Oh. Oh my. I thought that we went to a 1, but whatever. We're good. Off we go. I was not expecting it so early, the announcement of winners. Alright, here we go. Oops. We were really late. Oh man. Alright. So why am I teleporting? Let's shove my large amount of shrap into storage so we don't tell AV we have. How many shots would we tell AV we had if we have if we kept our shrap pile? I have 170. AV, I have 170,000 shots. All right, no. That will be one long hunt. 170,000 shots. How many Rubios that would take? Full TT Rubios, 170,000 shots. Oh, I started doing a little bit of mining. working on Stella VIP a little bit. I'm gonna try to do a little bit each day, maybe, hopefully. I didn't get very far, but basically, I'm at 6 of 50. I figure if I do a little bit each day, hopefully I get an average of 1 a day. Or even if I get 1 every 2 days, that would be, and like if I got 1 every 2 days, it'd be like in 3 months. So if I do something like maybe one amp, 1 light amp, um, 1 light amp a day, that's 150 peds. I don't know, what the odds are I get 1 a day, but if I get 1 even every other day, in 3 months I'll have my Stell VIP, and then I can do Lara's, or no, I guess they're the Cares. Cares are the big ones. Well, also you can do the Portal Guardians, but like it just doesn't make sense to me to, um, oops, I untarget it. Oh, good. All right. It doesn't make sense to me to do, say, like a lot of those codexes before I have the ped reward to go along with it. And some mining skills will be really good for my hit points too. Plus just long term if I need to mine. I think over time, the more I do, the better the mining will get. So I just need to just kind of get it done, and it'll open up more codex for me, so I can be efficient when I'm doing things. I may as well get the mining skills anyway. My mining is pretty poor. That's the big worrisome thing. I was kind of holding off on it because I'm like, ugh, only level 17. I would really like it to be in the 20s, 20 range, but I'm just like, I should just do it. And one of the things I think I'm kind of near, I believe, a level up on Kali for Blausium. So if I target an area where there's a lot of that, maybe I can get some XP for prospecting, and hopefully that punches it up close to level 20. I feel once you hit in the low 20s, the professions start to be a little bit workable. I mean, they don't really start to get good until the 30s usually. But I'm just kind of gonna do what I can do. The other thing too is I'm kind of doing tree cutting, and so that does add some geology, which hopefully advance my looter enough as I go that my returns aren't terrible, even though my level's not great. Glad I'm not the only one who's a little bit discombobulated today. I had a really nice hunt last week. Caprions. They're like these huge kind of like, I almost want to say they're like daddy long leg spiders, except they're not They're like just their legs. They're like straight up and they're orange. It's kind of weird. Um, they don't even really look. They're not really spider, but I don't know why I compare it to that. But they dropped this large mushroom shaduk or something. Probably not how you pronounce it. The large mushroom, which was really nice. So it's a 1 ped TT, and then I was able to sell mine for 145 ped. So it's very desirable. I mean, I spent a lot of time hunting. I probably cycled 2,000 pets on those guys. My guess is. But they had some nice other drops too. Like they have the oil they drop. I forget which one it is. It's like I forget what it is, but it's one of the more rare ones. It's like a spleen oil or something. I don't know if that's correct. But it's like 107% MU, and it was selling really good. Like I would put a buy out at 107, which is the average, and it would sell out within a day. So I had a really good hunt. The only thing is that I didn't like is I was using because you have to get them before they get you. Like they would 2-shot me a lot of times. Well, sometimes if they hit my better armor, I might get 3 shots in. So I was using an R matrix gun, which I felt was like, okay, this is a little bit, it was like 116 or something on the cost, which is a little high for me for the gun. So I found a gun. I was like researching. I'm like super hoping to like get like an unlimited gun, but I realized like I need a gun that's like 60 plus DPS. Probably preferably closer to 70. So that's not easy to find a good unlimited gun. And I may have to eventually settle for something in the 60 range or 50 range. Maybe I can throw enough enhancers on, that. But yeah, that unlimited gun, the next gun up, is gonna just be a real hard one to find. So I have to look a lot, have a lot of patience. So I was like thinking like, obviously, I do want to, make some progress on some things and not wait forever for um not wait forever. Ooh, going? Oh, it just died. The turd did. So I didn't want to wait forever, but I found this nice gun. It was a touch lower DPS, but it's actually more shots per minute than it was about 7 less DPS, but it's a touch lower on the number of shots than a touch higher on the number of shots in the R matrix, so it may be pretty close. DPS. So my hope is that it'll be good enough, because there's only one over 7%, so I'm saving 7% on the gun, which is significant over time. There was another gun that I really wanted. It was like this one that drops. I'm talking in general. This is kind of worthless. But it was another gun I liked that was it was actually like 75, but it was just like 2 or 3 levels above where I am profession wise. I would have really liked it. It was also about 107%, maybe 108%, but it was just like the DPS was high enough extra that I'd have paid an extra percent for that. But anyway, I was pretty happy with what I found because it's a little bit, it's very comparable to the LR40, 45 I was using, but about 7% cheaper. So I'm gonna do another big hunt on Cali for those because I got vacation the next 2 days. Just got not going anywhere, but Just got some vacation days to use, so. Shark blood. That's a pretty decent drop. Yeah, I love this purple pink sand. Hopefully my audio is good. I got a new, well, not new, but this is old, but somebody was saying that they thought maybe at least the noise my mic had a short, and trying this I kind of agree. At least on the test it seems better quality, so hopefully it conveys it's the same, better quality in the when I upload it video. Should get more closer to the other people's. I tried killing some Brontes. Well, I guess I mentioned that, but I didn't really talk about it. It was crazy. They were just like those things hit like a pack of bricks, and there's not like a lot of space to back up. Plus, they're fast, so it doesn't even matter if you're backing up. To be honest, you only get an extra shot in or two. I was using my knife on them, but it was the crazy thing is I've never used my knife on something so big. My knife fighter is in like level 30. I was getting like full points on some of the skills because it's such a high level creature. There were even times, there were a couple times I got like 2.2 points on skills. So it's like, yeah, I think light melee, I was getting every once in a while I get like 2 points on increase on it. It wasn't often, but plus, and then I was like healing all the time. So I was like, my healing was like super power leveled, but I don't know, per se if I want to do that a whole lot. I guess I'll just have to get a feel, like how did my returns feel. I'm also like wondering, like, can I actually move that many high MU crystals? Because I'm starting to get a little bit backed up on high MU crystals, like, so I'm not sure that the Brontis is, because it's actually probably a higher ped cycle daily, but it kind of makes up for it that these are supposed to be high MU crystals. But if I have too many, I have too many, if I have too many high MU crystals, then I can't even sell them all. But on the other hand, I think it's like it's hard to say exactly because um, I feel like you know, we'll probably be um, you think another update's gonna be coming September? Probably if Next Island gets anything of a good update, it'll bring more people. And probably anytime you bring more people, they're gonna be an influx of people who haven't done the things with the crystals that they want to do, and so there'll be more crystal selling. So I feel like there's a kind of a natural bump around updates if there's anything that interests people to come to Next Island, who haven't been for a while, or just be more involved here. So I feel like the first month after an update, frequently you get a lot more traffic, and then toward the end, I mean, we're still getting a lot of people, which is nice because I think this update has been more persistent. I think it will continue to be because people really enjoy these instances. I think so. It was applaud the devs. They made a phenomenal update. Unfortunately, it's a little above my level with the weapons I'm using, the armor I have currently. Um, but it's something for me to aim toward. So that's nice. As I get better, then you know um, they could be very interesting instances for me. I just don't feel like I have the level to. Yeah, well, there's no reason to now because it's like you spend basically ped to get access to the instance. So you have to be pretty committed to wanting to do it, and until I have more of a level, it just doesn't make any sense at all. But the mobs look phenomenal, um, really well done. So like they get another update that I mean, I'm kind of thinking that they're not going to have another one as that caliber. But I mean, everything adds together. It's like a package. So um, the um, more good stuff, then it's additive. You don't need. I mean, and I think the other thing too is that if they throw too many instances, people aren't going to want those. They're not going to want 50 instances, so they gotta have a balance of design. So I don't know. I hope that that they've got something coming. Something to interest people. Got all messed up with my mouse there. But that to say, it's like we're 2.5 months, you know, after an update, so I think there's naturally a little bit of lag of interest in Next Island. Then hopefully, when we get something that interests people, with an update, then hopefully there's a little bounce in crystal selling. That's at least how I hope for it. I might need to heal my way out of this. Be a global. Calling it. I won't, but I'll say I called it. It is a global. If I didn't, it was just I wasn't actually pretending to call it. It wasn't exactly a global. It was a good one. Decent hit. Ammo. I'm at 73. All right. Got something to convert. Some people think like you have to like convert and convert in like elements of head to get the bonus. It's not true, actually. Shrapnel and most things in the game carry decimals. Actually, I did an interesting test there, the healing, a test where you can do like just try it. It's fascinating. Buy a TT repair tool. Repair, say, like they put like 15 pieces of Listrium rock into your thing. Repair it. Sell it back to the TT. So it'll go down. It'll view on your screen point. I think it starts off at 0.1, right? So when you sell it back, no, it's actually 0.2. Yeah, 0.2. So it'll when you view it on your thing, it'll list 0.199, but when you sell it back, it'll give you 2 back. So it's actually carrying decimals, and so you can keep doing this for a while, and you'll see like, oh yeah, I'm selling a 0.199 back, and maybe you can do this, 5, 10. I mean, it just really depends what your sub level is on your ped card. So the ped card, your balance, it isn't actually my balance isn't 13.23 ped. There's a decimal there, which goes several lengths. And you can see this because when I sell back something which is 1.99, even if I put this to 0, I will get 2 ped back on my card. So it's recognizing the decimal until at one point I saw it back, and I don't actually have the decimal, so I get 1.99 back. Same with shrapnel. You can see actually shrapnel is going down. At least multiple sublevels of decimal. Yeah, I'm low on shrub because I haven't died. I guess I'm 81 after I convert, but yeah, I guess we're all pretty low. Yeah, always fun to hunt and have a group, and that was a fun one. Yeah, I got some strikes. Not any big ones, but it was fun. But yeah, I was going back. These have decimals. Let me show you what I mean, because it's really, really cool. I will end the video on this. Hopefully I had this weird thing. I was like putting my foot up onto the desk, and then I got tangled in the cord. Hopefully there was no hideous noise because of that. I don't think there would have been, but I don't know why I put my foot up on the desk. All right. You're welcome. All right. So let me display the because this is cool, and I have a feeling like my explanation didn't make sense. Maybe it did, but let's. Okay, so this is essentially a demonstration that PED have sublevels. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a refiner, and I didn't think this up myself, so I don't want anyone to think that. I read this on the forums, and so I'm literally duplicating what was on the forums. I wanted to verify myself, because I explained it to a friend, and I'm like, I haven't even done this myself. I shouldn't even just, I should. And I verified it. That it was good information. I had no reason to believe it wasn't, and people were driving with it, and they tried it themselves. So, but I did it myself. So it's always cool, and this is cool. So I want to show you it because I think it's cool. Especially because I know a lot of people they'll want to store up stuff PED until they have an amount, and because they're afraid of rounding, but you don't have to be. It's you're spending a lot of extra work, and I know even some people get extra storage vehicles, and so it's like you're wasting PED getting storage vehicles. You don't, because the game already rounds for you. You don't have to keep garbage, all that work, keeping garbage in storage containers because you're trying to retain partial PEDs. Okay, so what we're gonna do, experiment. I need to stop slamming my mouse on things because that can be really annoying in videos. I notice I do that. I need to not do it. So we're gonna extract PED so we can be. So we're gonna keep. So here's the thing. All right. So this is proof that these things have sublevels. So I'm going to refine 5. So I just created some list, I created refine 15, so I got 15. So unless my sublevel is super low, see, I'm at 1.99. So obviously, you think if I sell it back, I've lost the sublevel. I gotta wait and other things where it rounds. No, that's not the case. See, I got 2 PEDs. So yeah, I had a sublevel. So my 1.99 was a high sublevel plus the sublevel on my card. It puts me back to 2 PEDs. So now you might think, well, maybe it's just always rounds, but you'll see that eventually it will not round. So that's proof that there is actually sublevel on your PED card that's going multiple decimals. Mostly, for some reason, somebody was believing it was 5 decimal points. I have no idea how they came to that. If it's true, but the point is that they're decimals, and if they're decimals, they're probably enough decimals that you don't really need to do all the extra. I mean, even 1 peck is not a lot, but I mean, I get why people. Oh, how much did I? Holy shit! I'm sorry. I refined. Ugh, that was a terrible. Why did I do that, Danny? What did you do? Oh. Okay, so this is proof that you must pay attention. All right, because I just screwed up my experiment, right? Because I refined 150 or something. I refined it like a lot. All right, so we have to start again. Bother. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do only 15. Oh, we gotta extract the pedges first. So we're align with sublevel. So now this 1.99. We sell back and we get 2. Because we still have sublevel. Again, this is 15. We sell our back, we get 2. So my decimal is still carrying, but eventually my decimal will lose, because you can see that, and this is all just a proof that there is a decimal which is being carried, and so you don't need to really worry about like oh gosh, I got this thing, it's 1.99, but it must be a high 1.99, so I need to find something that's a low 0 to match. This is like, I mean, first off, it's a peck, but I mean, I get why people, I mean, some people, or just people don't want to be cheated or around here, but there is no issue. There's nothing to be worried about. You don't have to spend the time. You don't have to store things or try to match things to get a good price. It actually is doing this for you. I mean, you might think that, oh yeah, so always going to round to 2. No, it's carrying a decimal. Eventually my decimal will fail, which is proof that it's actually accounting my cost exactly correctly. It's, but nice thing, Minorc is not going to, make us think way past, like 0.00, but it does it for you, so you don't have to worry. I think you understand my point, so I won't ramble anymore. I'll just complete the experiment. until I fail. Well, not fail, but I mean till I lose a peck. Alright, so there, I did it a bunch of times. Now my sub level is too low to buy it. I was able to buy back a bunch of times because my sub level was sufficient. Now I cannot buy. So that's basically proof. I did that maybe 6 or 7 times, really. Maybe it was less, but it's proof that there is actually a carrying sub level which is factored. Hope to see you all next week, and hopefully you stuck with it, and hopefully you enjoyed that little experiment, Bob. And hopefully that is useful to you. So you don't have to store things and spend lots of extra time that you don't need. All right, hope you have a great week, and off big.